Man,
This is like one of the stereotypical bad matches. What did you say?
bad matchup for who? For Axel or for Eno?
I've heard it for Eno, but I definitely think it's kind of overblown. But I can't talk. I don't play either of these characters. But looks like we're getting started.
You know, one of these things that people would say that Axel beats Eno because he's able to outpoke her, lame her out, so she can't really get in. FSHTraps is doing a really good job of controlling a lot of the neutral. You know, stopping a lot of air dashing that Coma's doing, and you know, that's what actually got to do.
He's already in the guts range here. Risk is really high, but all it takes for Eno is one knockdown, and she's going.
You know, FSHTraps really tried to risk right there to try to blitz. He should have been blocking. Oh, now Coma's in.
I mean, this is the mix-up, you know? It's like constant 50-50s just coming at you. It can be really rough guarding Eno a lot of the times.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I feel that way, but, you know, I do feel like if you can instant block her and punish...
An anti-air.
Yeah, anti-air.
Anti-air, you got to get your fundamentals, you know? You can't let her get away with these re-hovers. That's one thing Eno players definitely stress when they tell you to play the matchup. It looks like he safe jumps to DP, but reversal throw is definitely a thing. FSHTraps is looking to do that. Rensen doing a lot of work too, I imagine, you know. If Eno either has to commit to either getting hit by Rensen or 5P. It's kind of how it goes.
That's true. You know, I like how Coma's mixing it up with an air dash and a little short after every knockdown. He's really keeping FSHTraps on
I'm liking also the horizontal chemical of, you know, keeping his distance and wire seeing, visually confirming if FSHTraps is DPing. It's a really smart strategy, but his backdash gets caught by the Rensen wire, and gonna have to eat some mix-ups, but gets out really quick.
FSHTraps is really keeping Coma on his toes right now, which is really good.
His spacing is looking amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
He's keeping him at the Axel range. That's where you want to be, that mid-range area where Axel dominates. And that's kind of where the whole thing about Eno's shtick being kind of bad in the mid-range. Her buttons aren't the longest, but she does have HCL, which is the move he's using there to get the knockdown, and this is how she gets going.
That's true.
Again, that safe jump. She's hovering, whiffing an H or an S. She can land and block and punish those DPs. Now we got no Oki going on, and the jump D reset. That's the staple of Eno.
That was very quick. FSHTraps had no idea what to do in this.
That's an Eno round. That's what we like to call it. That's a set play round.
Yeah, that's definitely a set play round. So hopefully FSHTraps can do the same thing he did before to keep Eno out with the neutral. I think the standing crouching heavy is really good action too. Pulls him in. I
think it's a bit weird in this matchup, as you see she hovers over it very consistently. So you can't let yourself be predictable. Good block on the overhead, but still in his corner using good block on the jump D. Good job on Matt not autopiloting on Coma, not autopiloting that chemical love, because at that point he loses his turn. But if he keeps the jump D, he still stays in kind of a neutral state, and he can continue his pressure if he realizes his opponent's not challenging. And Axel has a tough time challenging, but he's not a lot of quick buttons at close range. So.
This looks like FSHTraps is playing good last round, but he seems like he's very frustrated once Coma gets in.
Coma's hitting buttons on that 6 heavy, that overhead that Axel have. It is plus on block. You guys don't want to, even if you insta block it, you know, you can't really hit buttons after.
That's very true.
One of those things Axel uses to build risk, and he baits the burst.
Wow, man, that's the thing about burst for Eno, man. One bad burst and you're in mix-up city all day long.
Counter hit. I'm not sure what he's waiting, and he's stunned there. Not sure what he hit on wake up there, but it can be frustrating guarding Eno, man.
Yes, it can.
But gotta keep your composure. But FSHTraps, he needs to go back to what he was doing game 1, keeping his spacing.
That's very true.
Using the cross-up move round start, I'm not sure if that was a call out on, but it ended up working out. He got the quick knockdown, and it's looking like his turn.
You know, like I said, Coma really is always good at focusing on getting those knockdowns, keeping Axel on his toes, and that's exactly what he does as a player. But FSHTraps is fighting back. You know, he's really pressing a lot of buttons.
He's gotta keep his range. You know.
Yeah.
Play at your range. Don't. If you got to, I want him to back up. Literally, just back up. You know, because she has to approach you.
That's very true.
So if you back up, I mean, she's at the mercy of your button. Now he's getting caught in his block on the jump D.
That was a throw, and he didn't get to capitalize on that punish. That was unsafe.
It's tagged by the 2K low, and it was a good game by FSHTraps, though.
Yeah, it was. He played very well that one game.